7a, multiplying rational numbers. Today our objective is to multiply decimals. The steps to multiply decimals. First, line up the last numbers in each number vertically. So we're lining up the last digit this time. Step 2, multiply as if there are no decimals. Step 3, add the number of decimal places. Step 4, insert the decimal that many places from the right in your answer. Just like with adding and subtracting, our multiplication will follow the same rules as integers. So if two numbers have the same sign, there will be a positive answer. And if two numbers have a different sign, there'll be a negative answer. So our first example is 4.6 times 3.75. When we're multiplying, we always want to put the shorter number on the bottom. We line up the last digits, then we multiply. So we do the whole 3.75 times 6. So 5 times 6 is 30, carry the 3. 7 times 6 is 42, plus 3 makes 45, carry the 4. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 4 is 22. All right, now we multiply by the 4. So I insert a 0, and then I start. 5 times 4 is 20, carry the 2. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 2 makes 30, carry the 3. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 3 is 15. And then I'm going to add these two numbers together. 0, 5, 2, 7, 1. Now I count up the number of decimal places in my original numbers. So I have 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 decimal places. So I count over 1, 2, 3, and that's where my decimal goes. So my answer is 17.250, or just 17.25. Now, if both are negative, the answer is going to be a positive. So let's line up my numbers. These two are the same length, so it doesn't matter which one goes on top. I'm going to multiply as normal. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 1 is 3. Insert a 0. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. Add these together. I get a 2, 11, 3, 1. I've got 2 decimal places total in my original numbers, so I put 2 decimal places in my answer. 13.12. Remember, negative times a negative is a positive, so my answer is 13.12. Quick check. Try this one on your own. All right, you are going to line up the two numbers, 7.5 and 3.1. Multiply. 5, 7, insert a 0, 15, 22. Add these together. Count up the number of decimal places. I've got 1, I've got 2. I put 2 decimal places in. Negative times a negative is a positive. So 23.25 is your answer. When both factors have different signs, the product is negative. So remember, a negative times a positive, or a positive times a negative, is a negative. Line them up just like before. 6.3 times 2.2. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Insert a 0. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Add these together. I get a 6, 8, 3, 1. 2 decimal places in my original. So 2 decimal places in my answer. Negative times a positive makes my answer negative 13.86. All right, find this product. Negative 8.5 times 1.2. Try this on your own. Let's line them up. 8.5 and 1.2. 5 times 2 is 10. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1 makes 17. Insert a 0. 5 times 1 is 5. 8 times 1 is 8. Add these together. Carry my 1. 10. I've got 2 decimal places in my original problem. So 2 decimal places in my answer. Negative times a positive is a negative. 10.20. Your assignment is the multiplying decimals worksheet.